Okay, so show of hands, how many people here would consider themselves addicted to like technology in their phones? Can't live without it, right? Yeah, it's a big issue. I see a lot of people with their laptops out, cell phones. So in the full demonstration, I'm going to do this whole presentation with my head in the phone and see if you all like that. So pretty much why I wanted to go over this topic was I feel like the advancement in technology, especially with the advancements in the cell phones, has really stunted our society's growth. And after hearing some of these key points, I hope you all may stop and think about the next time you want to pick up that phone. Not interact with ones we love or, just general people, in general. Ever since mankind started walking upright, the development of technology has acted as an extension to our human capabilities, from the development of the wheel that helped transform transportation and farming, to electricity that gave us all light beyond candles in the sun, to think about just penicillin. That was discovered by accident, but it changed the game of modern medicine during its time. Then we have the steamboat engine, the cotton gin, radio, television, automobiles, planes, telephones, the microchip that helped give us the computer, and of course the internet. Like the list can go on and on about all of our technological advancements that helped us push us to this point. However, it seems like technology today, more than ever, especially in smartphones, has stopped pushing mankind forward and essentially enslaved us all in this easy-to-use trap, basically stunting our growth. So technology today in certain ways acts like a cancer that spreads throughout, attacking the host body until the host body is dead. Smartphone capabilities have increased, and the usage of smartphones has also increased, spreading throughout all of our everyday lives, like every aspect of our lives. You can't think of one thing that we all do that does not involve technology. Is this annoying to anyone yet? That I don't look, say it's very annoying, right? No eye contact, very annoying, but yet we do this all the time. So I'll continue, see how long it takes for you guys to get really annoyed. So if you think about it, that really there are some strong negative effects that technology has had in recent years that is like stunting our social development skills. For children and adults, they both have a propensity to stare at these devices all the time. For adults, you're always connected to work. You might be home, but if someone is emailing you or texting you and it's work-related, are you really home or are you still at the office? For kids, it's video games, it's social media sites. So it stunts those verbal cues that we all need to have when we talk to one another. And also the English language is also under attack. And when I say that, it's being under attack by the texting culture and the texting slang. And it's seeping into the formal language more and more. As a teacher, you might see this in writing assignments, where the LOLs and whatever acronyms you can think of or abbreviations that come up. You can't do that in the professional setting. So the more we do it as in the school environment, you're really unprepared to go out in the workforce and be forced to write a memo or write a professional email. You can't do it if you're sending out emojis to your boss. I don't think anyone would dare write, an email saying you're late with like a sad face emoji to their boss, right? I don't think so. And then there's also like the health and safety concerns that go along with it too. The lack of contact with these devices causes anxiety. Give yourself a chance. Put your phone in your car and then go out throughout the rest of the day and see if you don't get sweaty palms because you might have missed a call or a text or a notification from something. It's really become an extension to ourselves. Like it's like a phantom limb if we don't have these devices on ourselves at all times. So you have the anxiety. You also can have adverse effects to depression and cyberbullying. We just talked about cyberbullying, so I won't go too far into that. But the depression factor in it. So we live in this instant gratification culture where we're always seeking likes as our way of proving oneself or our validation of self-worth. And if you don't get those likes or those clickbaits on your Instagram account or your Twitter feeds, there might be that symbol of depression where, no one likes me. Why isn't someone responding to what I'm posting? Or why isn't someone responding to my pictures? So it has an adverse effect to a person when it comes to forming depression. And of course, there's also this link about cell phone use in cancer. Now, the research that I looked for, it's still early in the stages, and a lot of the information is unknown and unverified. But if there even was like a small chance that the radio frequencies from these devices that we use all the time could lead to cancer, I'm not going to use this very often if there is even a 1% chance that it could give me cancer. So, and then of course, texting and driving, another topic that we also discussed and talked about. It's a common sense thing. We should not take our attention off the road at any time. Who cares if this thing is ringing, buzzing, if there's a funny cat video on that someone sends you? It doesn't matter. Driving is hard enough because of the other people. They're the unknown variable on the road. You don't want to make it any easier for you to get in an accident. So texting and driving, big no-no. And then there's also this lack of fundamental independence. People are too dependent on their devices. Individuals can't get around without GPS. Banking information, like there's too much personal information available online, so you're susceptible to being hacked and you're having your identity stolen, then your credit score gets messed up. A lot of things that aren't secure. And as we saw recently in the news today, with all the Facebook stuff, your privacy can be sold to the highest bidder through a third party, and you might never know about it. These are some scary things that we need to take into account. And then there's also, we're letting machines take away more of our responsibility as people. So the more that they do, the less that we do. It also questions, how much do you actually know? How much can you actually do without the capabilities of these devices? So we have to ask yourself, what are we able to do if the lights go out? And then the information. We all have the key term called fake news out there. You should never actually believe 100% what's being posted out there because there's no way to verify that information. And people swear by it. I had an argument with my 13-year-old nephew about cartoons and things of that nature because he saw a list posted up and he wanted to fight me and said that the Hulk could beat up someone. And I was like, that's an irrelevant conversation. And he said, no, it's not, because I looked it up online. And I said, Eli, don't you know that, anything you put out there, it's not always accurate? He said, it's not right. If it's not online, it's got to be true. It's the mind of a 13-year-old people. So with that being said, you might be sitting there thinking that there are way more positive aspects than negative ones when it comes to technology. And I will agree. Life is a lot easier. We consume information and entertainment faster than ever before. People are connected to other people, not just here in the States, but worldwide, a lot easier. So for every Tide Pod challenge that's stupid, we get a great fundraiser effort like the Ice Bucket Challenge. So traveling has been made better. Medicine and medical advancements on a whole new level. The way we shop has been completely overhauled. But just simply ask yourself this one question. It's one fundamental question. What will you do if technology does fail us one day and the lights do go out? Will you all be able to survive? Thank you. It's my time.
Hey, 2 questions.